Hi everyone, welcome back. I wanted to talk to you on this video about how to really be prepared to be a day trader. You think you might be prepared. You've listened to people, you've seen some YouTube videos, but there's more to that. I saw it today. These are volatile trading times, and what an amazing career path this is. It is tough, and you really have to have the mental fortitude for it so that you're not driving yourself crazy with FOMO or I knew it or greed or revenge. I don't know why my light is doing that. It's like changing. Um, Yeah, it's a tough one. It can be tough until it isn't, if that makes sense. So, I recently heard from my trading guru that there's three things you really want to get under your belt before you're a trader. Thinking, did I have these things? I had two out of these three things on my way to the other, um, just because I was. One of the things that you want to make sure that you really have to try hard to make sure that you don't have any debt. If you're carrying debt, you gotta work hard paying that debt off because that's just like on your back. The interest you're paying, maybe it's a car note, maybe it's college, maybe it's some other kind of loan that you have. You have to work down that debt before you get into this game because that's just something else. And the money that you're not paying on interest on that loan, um, is money in your pocket. Imagine, like your personal wealth being up 5% just because you paid off that loan. So, if you've got to buy a car, make sure it's a car that you can afford. Don't put yourself in debt. Try really hard to buy that car outright, which I know sounds outrageous. But if you can only buy and pay for a $10,000 car, then that's what you got to try to get if you need a car or you make your old one work or you figure out other transportation. I mean, the car is like the biggest thing, but try to pay down your debt. Credit card debt, guys, try. So no debt. Um, Try to also really work hard on having that backup emergency fund. 6 months of money set aside in case of an emergency to pay all your bills, your electric bill, and maybe it's your car, maybe, it's your kids' braces, who knows? And obviously all your utilities, maybe cut back on some of those streaming services or things you don't need anymore. I feel like I've also been looking at cutting back a little bit. Like, what is that subscription? Why do I need that? Do I really need Amazon Prime? I don't really need it. Is there an urgent reason to get that Italian coffee the next day? I don't know if there is. So work on having, funds put aside. Okay. And lastly, make sure you're working toward a retirement account. You want to start building that on the down low as well. If you're not already, if you're not doing it through your job, um, it's important to have those things in place before you go to trade because you don't need that financial burden. You don't need the extra worry of that debt, right? And knowing you have a safety net in life, oh my gosh, and knowing you have a backup that's growing for retirement, these are all key things. It's just kind of the way it is in life, in America anyway. Um, Yeah, you have to be really careful. Trading is a really tough career. I know that. I've had my ups and downs. I know people who have had a rougher time. As I show people and train people, I see their journey starting out and it reminds me of mine. And I would tell them that, like, I've been there and I got back on the horse and it has changed my life. And even today, I'm trading smarter this year, this week, than I ever have. Um, and I see it. I want to be able to teach you those things and spend time with you. I feel like I spend a lot of time with my clients, either individually or collectively, in groups, because it's easier for me to talk to all of you in a message like this or on a really crazy, impactful news day, right? So that's really what I wanted to say. This is a tough career choice, uh, but it's amazing and exciting. And I can do this from wherever I want. I just recently heard someone say, they said you can trade from your phone from wherever you want. That's not true. It is true. You can. I do trade from my phone wherever I want. Um, so if you're interested in learning, reach out. My Calendly is in here. It's Calendly, I don't know what it is, backslash lattes and more. You're on my YouTube or you are currently in my I don't have my thing. Uh in my Patreon right now. My links are everywhere. There's Facebook, there's YouTube, there's my Patreon, there's even LinkedIn, and there's Instagram. There we go. I knew I was forgetting one. And maybe a little bit of Twitter. I am on Twitter, but not as lattes and more. Maybe I should do that. So come find me and just talk to me like I'm just normal. And I'm not gonna make you a millionaire. I'm not like that. Um, Anything is possible. Trade on, traders. Talk to you later.